IVM.
And everybody, welcome to another episode of Football Shootball. This is episode 21, as I'm told. And as a mark of celebration, I have Karthik Iyer with this wonderful upholstery complementing his latest hairstyle. This is... what hairstyle is this? Is it a style? Let's begin with that.
It's a shaved head.
Lovely, it looks. Lovely. Minimalism is what Iyer is practicing. Iyer, welcome to the podcast, man.
Thank you, Sapre.
Shivram with his usual look of disgust and disappointment. Welcome, Shivram. How's your week?
Thanks.
How's your week been, man?
I'm practicing maximism, so the opposite of minimalism.
Maximism, very nice. I'm doing well. It's
No,
freaking
but
cold.
wait, did ask you? I didn't ask you.
I will in the post. We'll just add a question quickly.
How are you, Sapre?
I'm doing well, man. It's freaking cold. There were
It's
reports
lovely.
of,
It's lovely. I love it. 16 degrees Celsius. People
Yeah,
can take a hike in Bangalore. If anyone's listening in Bangalore, take a hike at Cubbon Park because you can take a hike. We can't, but still.
wonderful weather. I have this only one jacket. Remember Kahuna Pyare where Rijesh Hirji only has that one jacket? So I just have one and I'm getting ample amount of opportunities to Church में भी यही पहन के जाता है मैं. So I'm getting a chance to wear this jacket. It's cold. There were reports of hailstorm in Vadala, but then people realized just old people throwing stones at each other for no reason.
My God, you should, is your audacity on? You should just delete it.
Lovely. I'm going to call this episode 0 for many reasons. Primarily because we have zero things to talk about. At least I have zero things to talk about on the podcast.
Arsenal has 0 goals in January, so that should be
Correct. That is one. And India are still looking for their first win in this year. Let's talk. We don't have too much about football, but you've just been like dividing time between football, cricket, and the weekend Australian Open due to Djokovic he's not being allowed to play.
I was currently watching Gadar Ek Prem Katha just before we came on.
Which mattress? Which mattress Ek Prem Katha? Gadar.
They scream too much in the movie. I mean,
They know.
it's just only shouting. Even Amrish Puri does. It's not for me. No.
Not for you. You watch Surya
We'll
Vanshi.
let
There
them
was
know. We'll
the
let them
background
know.
music kind of. Do you know what Gadar means, by the way?
A traitor, right?
No.
No.
It's like rebellion. So it has to be loud, right?
Oh, okay.
No, but keep it quiet, okay? You guys, they're rebelling in the corner.
That's also true. What's happening with where are all the Rahul Dravid fanboys who were talking about?
That's why Karthik shaved his head.
He lost a bet.
Head to Tirupati. It's the only thing that shave/save.
I've always been Team Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli, so
He's not coming back.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's a good wake-up call.
I didn't see a tweet from your official Twitter account on the dismal sacking of Virat Kohli. Supporter that you are. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
He's sharing that baby's photo. Shameless.
How rude of you, man.
Oh no. Yeah.
He sent it on WhatsApp group saying, have you seen? Everybody said. Shameless.
No. चलो मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ एक break ले लेते हैं and then we'll talk about the second 0 of this episode, which is what's wrong with Arsenal. After the break, though.
$100. That's all it takes to begin your journey with Bitcoin and Ethereum. No, really. With CoinSwitch, you can start investing in over 100 cryptocurrencies with just 100 rupees. On top of that, there are zero charges for deposits and withdrawals, so you can trade, buy, sell, however and whenever you want. All of this, plus their extremely intuitive interface, makes CoinSwitch the perfect app for beginners in the crypto space. But don't take my word for it. Just download CoinSwitch for free and try it out for yourself. If you'd like more information on cryptocurrencies, tune into A Show About Crypto with me, Rohan Joshi, my new adventure on IVM Podcasts. CoinSwitch, kuch to badlega.
So, Shivram, you've been busy trying to reach out to various meme makers and fact checkers to ensure that the FA realizes the VR decision for the United goal was incorrect, and you've been hopeless at that. I mean, the United will manage to piss off a lot of Arsenal fans, including you. But your team has not done anything this year.
I'm not pissed off at all. I'm just trying to show you a mirror.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in technology, in VAR, in how this world is for.
I've held my ground ever since we began. VAR is too much. You should just... I mean, even if it was mistakenly given as a goal, it's fine. But don't make it look like it was accurate. I think the sham of accuracy is what gets my goat. It's fine if you give it. Like previously, you would give goals that are all the way inside, that went inside before we had goal tech, and still they'll say, no, it didn't go in. You remember that Sheffield and Aston Villa game where they should have gotten that goal clearly, but that goal tech failed. So, I mean, let's not depend so much on technology also and just be okay. It's humans playing a human game, right? And humans refereeing it. It's okay. Thoda mistake is chalta hai.
I think it's the rich man's problem. I think Shivram has a curved TV, so he doesn't understand angles correctly. That's the reason for that.
On your CTR also it's curved only. It's just the other way.
CTR down here.
CTR down hai.
CTR down here.
That is a marketing guy's problem. CTR nikalta hai.
But like two things I want to ask you. One is like what's happening at Arsenal. Like they had a lovely phase in the middle. They managed to do your great thing that is you're above Spurs is where you belong, and you're under United, which is where you belong, which is great.
No,
so
not really. We're one game in hand, Sapre. So just
Spurs at 2. Now they also have 1.
Spurs, who are you comparing with?
No, we'll talk about Arsenal first. Spurs, I'll check with the Spurs fan on the podcast.
Correct.
With you, I'll talk about Arsenal. Firstly, what's
He's
wrong
a
with
Daniel
them?
Levy fan. Oh, now I understand.
And secondly, the new striker that you guys are buying, Aubameyang. What's the update on that?
I mean, it's like a second striker. I remember Diaby used to come back from injury every year. And Arsene Wenger would say, he's like a new signing, only don't worry. So, this is also one of those. It's funny, like every transfer window. And growing up as an Arsenal fan, the number of strikers that have almost come to Arsenal. There's Benzema. Higuain, there was coming once. David Villa back in the day. Then there was Huntelaar, who's still, I think, on the way to the London airport. Sure. And he's gotten to like 34 years of age, just getting through customs. So we are used to all of this. So Aubameyang is actually there. So it's easier. He's actually come back. They've checked. He doesn't have a heart problem. It is just a heartache that Arsenal fans have is the problem. And then we do not have anyone up front. Lacazette also drops behind. Lacazette is the Kane mold of striker, where you don't score. He scored, I think, 2 goals the entire season. But somehow he is very inspirational in training. Is why we are saying play for a little longer. Like, if you need inspiration, look at Xhaka. Like, he's do or die. Mostly die, but at least he gets out of the way. But Lacazette just sits there, doesn't even get subbed.
Sometimes Xhaka gets out of the way in the 60th minute only. So I'm done with 2 yellows. Is Arsenal buying a striker? Because that supposedly is their bigger issue.
Otherwise, I'm trying to find like the right way to pronounce his name, but I'll only do that once I see he has signed. Otherwise, it's a waste of my time because it took me time to figure out it's not Huntelaar, it's Huntelaar. So I don't need to know what Vlahovic is or whatever it is. I'll wait for him to come. But till then, we will make do with this amazing, rambunctious squad of Emil Smith-Rowe, Bukayo Saka, who at 75 minutes was yesterday completely done. But Arteta said, "Thodi der aur dekho, sab goal marega." And then they got Nketiah for ESR. Then there's Martinelli. I think they're all suffering. And I saw this on Twitter, which was fairly accurate. That Arteta brand of football will only attract people from the lower leagues. So you get the Ben White and the Ramsdale. Fantastic players, no doubt. But they're not superstars that came to Arsenal. Right? They were punching above their weight when they came to Arsenal. Martinelli, Saka and ESR kind of players are eventually going to move on if this continues. So it's only a matter of time. This squad is young and the goal of growing the squad may not last because of these players. I'm sure Saka and ESR have dreams of playing for bigger clubs. So, with the exception of Manchester United, which you are immediately thinking of, when I say bigger club, it is not true. The Real Madrid or anyone will come calling, they'll pay 100 million and then they'll take one of those. Imagine Vinicius Junior and Saka on both ends.
Wow, 100 million, huh?
Easy.
Yeah, Real Madrid, who want Haaland and Mbappe, are going to buy Bukayo Saka from us. Yeah.
Don't be racist. Don't be racist.
Not happening. Saka is an Arsenal lifer. He should be. Good for him.
The way you make an argument, Shivram, I have nothing to tell you after this.
No, that is my point of the podcast.
Absolutely.
Deliver and leave. I'm the Berbatov of this podcast.
Everybody
Easy
kept
person to
messaging during the Arsenal game. He kept messaging. I honestly thought the game would have been exciting or something. I kept then checking Fortmob for the score, and it was 0-0 the entire time. He kept
Karthik,
sending fire emojis.
Watching the game and checking Fortmob is a difference, right? This is the podcast not for people who check their apps for scores. This is the podcast for people who actually watch football. That is where the difference lies. I'm sorry to break it to you, but football is a game played on grass, not on your phone.
So, okay.
Aren't we ending this? That was the biggest smackdown I've delivered.
No.
I just don't want to say anything. I mean, this poor defense of Arsenal. You're playing Wolves next, who have performed almost the same as Arsenal.
Talking about poor defense.
6 months since, yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
I was saying Wolves have a very good defense.
Yeah. So do you.
Arsenal don't have an attack, so it'll be the boring versus the more boring.
They should take you as to play next to Ben White. You're a good defender, man of the club. The good thing about Arsenal is they don't have superstars, unlike India. So them not winning a match in 2022 is not as big a news as the Indian team. But zero se yaad aaya, Spurs have managed to score exactly 0 goals against Chelsea this season. 2 games in the league and 2 in the Chota Cup, whatever that they play, box cricket type, like some whatever that is.
Society where it's a game place.
Cardboard cup or whatever that they play. Some shit, man. Why do you still support Spurs after all of this?
This was a game. This Chelsea victory was a match of 2 disappointing strikers, Romelu Lukaku and Harry Kane. It was bad. It was. Honestly, to give up on the Lukaku experiment. For Chelsea.
Why are you talking about Lukaku?
They've fallen off.
I mean, Kane scored a goal.
They have more games in hand than any other team. They'll be fighting for 4.
So do Burnley. Burnley have the most games in hand.
Burnley has 24 games in hand, I guess.
If you look at it, Spurs are just 2 points behind United. They have 2 games in hand. They are level on points with Arsenal with a game in hand. So if they win any one of them, they're going to go. I mean, it doesn't matter next time. It depends what game is in hand. And if they win one, they go above. This is going to go down till the last week of the season. All 3 should play each other. And then
4 games will be pending for every team. And then Burnley will be playing till next year. During the World Cup, Burnley will be playing.
Funny about Spurs. Their primary striker, Kane, you said is disappointing. Then the super sub from the match, they gave them a position in the starting 11. Some people give super subs a managerial position, but I'm nobody to say anything right now. But Kane scored a goal. I mean, there was some rubbish nonsense about him pushing Thiago Silva. Kuch bhi nonsense.
It was damn funny. But the way that all unfolded, it was so funny to look at. I mean, if you look at the Liverpool game, I don't know if you saw the Jota penalty that was given. Jota kicked the ball out. And then he ran into the defender and then the goalkeeper. And then they got a penalty. And on the flip side, you have Kane, who has lightly touched Thiago Silva, who was anyway running away from him. And he just crumpled over and he's not given. So it's weird.
I think they should give easy points to the other teams. Otherwise, City will just run away with the title. Thankfully,
they're still running away. I don't think you can.
I know, but it can't be like that 18-point, 17-point gap.
City is the Real Madrid of EPL. Although they drew over the weekend. After losing. Yeah, they got a red card also and still they drew.
Who got a red card?
Someone got a red card. I don't remember who got a red card. Who got a red card?
He's talking about the Real Madrid game. You're talking about the City game, Sapre.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the Madrid game. Who got Benzema got red card? Who got red card?
I think Militao got the red card, if I'm not mistaken, against Elche. No, but that's not very true. Sevilla right up on Real Madrid's bum, whereas in your favorite league, there is nobody next to Manchester City.
Benzema missed a penalty also. My God. Oh, maybe he missed a penalty.
Does he miss penalties very often?
I don't know.
I mean, 4 points behind. When Ronaldo was there, you think he was taking them?
What is Hazard doing? What is Hazard doing for Madrid?
Hazard in the Super Cup, he came on and he scored. In the Copa del Rey, sorry. See, they have to choose between Hazard and Bale, right? Who do we try and make it work with? So Bale is done for. He's going at the end of the season. So they'll try and make it work with Hazard as much as they can.
Where's Bale going?
Bale's contract is up. No, this was the final year of that 600 million pound or whatever.
I binged the Big Bang Theory recently. And then there was this one episode where Sheldon just walks into the restaurant and says, since I don't need to be paid, I didn't need to ask anybody. It's the same with Bale, right? He doesn't play, he sits on the bench. Sometimes he doesn't sit on the bench. Contract hai nahi hai, kya farak padta? He likes the city. He will stay there. Hazard, I don't know what's
Thanks to pizza.
Stupid. Yeah. Why are we talking about? Let's talk about Barcelona. Did Barcelona win, lose? Tell me they lost.
They won. Deportivo.
I'm not interested in that league anymore. Nothing
Frankie
really.
de Jong with the winner. The good.
I don't know what to do with that information.
Yeah, just move on. Keep going.
I don't know what to do with that. Baki, look, I don't want to really talk about Liverpool. I was hoping that with Salah, Mane, they'll drop some points.
Side dominating a league. How about you check out the championship table? Then you'll see one side absolutely dominating the league. No one even comes close.
So we'll come back to the EPL. Then what will happen?
No. I have a feeling this time is going to be different, Shivram. Next year.
Next time you win. Next time.
Yeah, in 2022-23, we're going to finish top half after getting promoted.
How old is Mitrovic now?
He's young.
44,
25.
24, 25. Really?
He looks 45. Yeah, he looks. He has that face that makes him
look. That face. Well, he already looks like a pensioner.
The problem with that club is faces, whether it's of players or the statues in and around the club.
Faces and faces.
तो बाकी तो है कुछ नहीं मेरे पास बात करने के लिए. We'll take this break and then Shivram will speak about his excellent game week in FPL and where does everybody lie apart from me and Iyer in the Football Shootball League.
Eventually, you'll see the end of your childhood.
Get accustomed to womanhood.
Enjoy the experience of sisterhood.
Might get to wifehood.
Or not. Choose motherhood.
Or not. You'll learn to define your personhood.
Earn a livelihood.
Change the neighborhood.
And get rid of the falsehood that life post-academia is easy.
So join me, Natasha.
And me, Ayushi.
On a journey from station starting point.
To station, what now?
Next station, Pudding Station. And hopefully, Agla Station, adulthood.
Fresh episodes out every Thursday.
Shivram, I don't want you to ask me पहले बोल मेरा तो पूरा कट गया है FPL में this time. पूरा कट गया.
You know the average score for this game week is 30 points. So you don't have to feel bad.
नहीं मेरा उतना भी नहीं है. नहीं.
My average is 30.
I think I have more points on the bench than from the starting 11 this time.
Yeah, that's not bad. At least you have some points somewhere.
Yeah. I'm like Arsenal. ये striker आता, ये player मेरे पास आने वाला था, लेकिन वो आया नहीं.
No, my entire squad is like baby shark only. There's like two.
Ragnick's team.
Yeah, it's very bad, man. This side of the pond. Okay, so let's get into the FPL. I'm 94th in the league. I'm not going to ask whether both of you are because you're plus 100 plus. So 3 digits don't got.
Top 200.
Woohoo! Isham Ganguly is number 1, tangled up in blue. Like his side, Chelsea, clearly doing very well. 1480 points. Globetrotters FC, Taha Rahodwala, 1478. FC Veramari, Ashwin Pichai, Karthik's favorite team, falling from his perch, now in third, 1476.
19 shameless, 19 points, man. Oh, he's got... he had Dennis captain. Very good. That's
even I had Dennis captain. Raj Haldankar with Haldankar minus the Bowls FC. 34 points this game week, 1469 total. Suicide squad is actually rising. Preeta Konar at 36 points, 1459. So heating up at the top. The top 3 are separated by only 4 points. So between Tangled Up in Blue, Globetrotters and Veramari, there are like literally 4 points, 1480 to 1476. It can go anywhere at this moment in time. We don't know what jersey we'll end up buying. But I'm guessing my bet is in between these 3. My bet is going to be on FC Veramari just because he messaged Karthik on Instagram. I'm going to put my money on him. By default, you guys also have to put your money on him.
Absolutely.
So we all get to keep our money. No one loses. That is great. And that is my wrap up. The next few games are, I think, 10 days away. So we don't really need to talk about what's coming up. There is an international break or something.
There is Burnley, Watford, man.
My captain, Dennis, got -2. Okay, so like he got -1 because of a red card, and then he got double the points because he's my captain. So everyone has suffered because captain. I mean, who puts like it is completely A, getting Watford players and B, captaining them fantasy Premier League.
I think Watford deserve this, but They refused to release Emmanuel Dennis to Nigeria. I mean, poor Nigeria. They also got knocked out on the same day as this happened to Dennis as well. So I think it's all karma coming back to bite them. First, they deserve all the bad
what
luck
did I do?
For hiring. No, not you. You're a victim of the circumstance right here.
Collateral damage. Fantasy players are collateral damage.
I saw a tweet on my timeline. Either I think Shivam, you liked it, or it just came under some like football. There's a good thing about keeping Dennis captain is you don't, and now that he's not going to play, you don't have to really watch the next Watford game.
Exactly, it's perfect. I can go to sleep now. I don't have to give two hoots.
So who should we take for next game week? Don't tell me because I'm going to transfer in 6 players. So, but
no, next game week is 4th of Jan or something. 4th of Feb. So we have one more episode.
9th February.
So there's a lot of time, so you can relax. There's a lot of time to figure out. Maybe there'll be more transfers. Like Coutinho is a good bet. Digne turned out to be a good bet over the weekend, even though he played. He had a homecoming game. So a lot of options might come up. So hold on to those horses. I'm guessing a wild card is still also intact. So this might be a good time to just sit down, relax, watch some cricket. It just relaxes you because how slow it is. And yeah, watch something else. Watch some TV.
Oh, I have 9th February. Manchester United play Burnley. So Rashford triple captain.
Games in hand FC versus games in hand FC.
Puskas Award winner for best tap-in. Marcus Rashford. Please.
Puskas versus Puskas.
Well, who else is playing?
No big Liverpool, teams. Leicester are there.
Leicester suck, man, when they play big teams. So, it's nice to face Leicester right now at this point, then to face, like a Brentford or a Newcastle, to be honest.
Hey, Newcastle is turning around, huh? Not bad. Yeah, 2 wins in a row, right?
They're playing Everton next, so should be 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, you never know who they might buy as striker, yeah, because they did buy Chris Wood, who hasn't done jack, but Trippier has been getting the points at the back.
Trippier and Digne, both fullbacks in this transfer, both already on the FPL point sheet. Lovely. So there's a break. Everybody's gone to Dubai. If you feel safe, if you're okay, if you're done with COVID, etc., you can travel. Go to Dubai.
If you're done with COVID, what is this process?
Matlab, like, ho gaya, abhi kya? Everybody around me is just talking the same stuff. Like, abhi ho gaya, abhi thodi hoga. And then
you're not going anywhere, na? So who's around you? Just you.
Yeah, just me. Tanhai.
So look outside a window. Anyway, let's cut to the break.
What break? Already 2 breaks are done.
Correct. So I meant final break. Chalo, bye.
इतना sponsorship नहीं है. Anyways,
अरे अगले हफ्ते का sponsorship आगे ला सकते हैं क्या?
मैं एक अभी पिन करता हूँ. Belated happy birthday to the founder of IVM podcast, called as a podfather, Amit Doshi. Hope you have a successful, healthy life and this year, and get more sponsors for this show. Then
successful, healthy life this year. It seems
this year get more sponsors for us. वो punctuation थोड़ा
commas are
script पे थोड़ा type होता. Anyway, happy birthday, Amit. Belated तो क्या हुआ? But
is your door held together by scotch tape?
Is my door held together? No, the edges of my wall.
This is your baby proofing.
For me also.
This is.
How do you? I mean, yeah, yes. You don't talk, please. When your time comes, then we'll talk what.
Yeah. Who are you to give us the
correct? I am in the space of my life.
Club supporter.
I spent one afternoon 2 days ago watching this movie Paltan. Oh my God! It is so bad. The Chinese soldiers talk in Hindi to each other. After speaking in Chinese to
version?
No. Oh man, that movie was bad. Very bad.
So what is this phase of your life where you're watching? What is there a name? The Pursuit of Happiness is says, right? This is the phase where I watch Paltan. So what is the name of the phase?
I don't know. Like today I watched my favorite Hindi film ever because I've seen it like about 15 times. Mujhse Shaadi Karogi, and I'm very happy after watching that. That is the most hilarious comedy.
You know what? I did have gobi ke parathe for lunch today. I don't know, but just like everything's coming together.
Whoever who doesn't know, Karthik went to a film institute.
Right.
And the audition for South Korean Maaf.
But it is an outstanding film, man. It's an outstanding.
No, I don't disagree. I'm just saying a taste in film is very Typical. I'm going to leave it at typical.
You should audition in the upcoming Shri Krishna movie for Shishupal's role because तुमको 100 film माफ करने पड़ेंगे. 7 से नहीं होगा तुम्हारा काम.
No idea what you just said.
And before I close the episode, if you think once you attain fatherhood, you can't watch silly movies in the afternoon, that is not what changes. Okay. So
Yeah.
So anyway, pleasure having you guys. Long break. Meet you in Dubai with Harry Maguire. Till then.
Yeah. We
bye.
hope the next episode is more fun than this is. Bye.
I know, man. Chal, bye.
Blame it on the games.
So if you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media handles. We are at IVM Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I'm Fickleberry Hun on Twitter and Instagram. That's Huckleberry Finn, but Fickle.
If you want to reach out to me, I am Sapre on Twitter and Sapre on Instagram.
You can reach out to me at iRant, which is IYERANT on Twitter and Instagram. This is Football Shootball. Recognize.
Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Advertising is Dead, Varun is joined by Alex Dweck of NAS Academy. They discuss creators becoming educators. On Misconduct, Raghavi and Nisha look into the defamation suit against controversial actress Kangana Ranaut. On Audio Gyan, Kedar speaks to industrial designer Sharat Chauhan. They discuss designing home appliances. On Smarter with Sid, Siddharth explains the difference between two kinds of campaigns, awareness building and brand building. And on Hans Vani, hear how 2 cancer patients fall in love in the story Grey Shades. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. And also remember, you can check out a lot of our stuff on YouTube. Go to ivmpodcast.com/YouTube and you'll get a list of all the various channels that we do have. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Bank of Baroda and CoinSwitch Kuber. Thank you so much for making this possible.
Have you ever wondered where the business world is headed? How the ways in which we create, market, and sell to consumers will evolve? Or if we'll ever go back to wearing pants while working? For answers to all of this and more, tune into Advertising is Dead with me, Varun Dugirala. Every Tuesday, as I talk to entrepreneurs, leaders, and change makers from across business, media, marketing, and beyond. You can catch all episodes of Advertising is Dead on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you get your podcast from.